All right, good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, depending on where you're at. Hope you're getting out and enjoying this beautiful weather we're having. I just wanted to do a quick update. Been about a month in with the Ailunce HA2. Made a couple quick discoveries. Actually resolved one of the issues I was having with it. Bear with me just a second. I'll walk through it and show you how I fixed that one problem. And we'll look at what we've got left to make this a fantastic uh, radio for EDC. In fact, it's going on my pack, going everywhere with me at this point in time. So let's take a look at this. Okay, I've had the HA2 for about a month now. Been doing some testing with it and trying different things. Recently took a trip down to Mobile for a few days, just a little getaway. Put the HA2 in the car with just a little small 19-inch antenna sitting on top of the car, a little mag mount. Ran APRS all the way down and all the way back. While I was down there, used a phone and the app on it to program a couple of the local repeaters in down there, talk to people down there. Great audio on this, both transmit and receive according to the people I talked to. Now, one issue that I had reported earlier, it was not staying on the 10-watt setting. Now, what I did a factory reset on the radio. Went in where you download the firmware updates. I looked and there was an older firmware update that also said upgrade on it. So I loaded that one, which backed me up a firmware, plus it did a upgrade that was on the radio. Then loaded the new firmware back on. Now, after I did that, you'll notice, I hope you can see it, right there in the top right-hand corner, you see an H next to those two for high power. However, now you will also notice right up there on the right-hand top corner, there's a U on that top bar. Ultra high power is staying on now after doing that. I plugged a watt meter into it, running about 9.7, 9.8 watts on transmit. So that is staying even if I turn it off, if I change frequencies, but it is staying on the channels where I selected the ultra high power. Now I'll put a link to the page where you can see both of those. That was one of the issues I had with this before. It was not staying on the 10-watt setting. That seems to be resolved now after doing that. Now, the one issue I still am having problems with on APRS, received several short messages while I was traveling and while I was in Mobile from locals down there on APRS. Still not able to send messages on APRS. Hopefully the next firmware is going to fix that. If it does, this will most definitely become my EDC radio, and I will be carrying it everywhere with me. Because at that point, I can switch to 10 watts. If I need a little more power, I can use the APRS and APRS Droid, which is what I used most of the way down there. Send messages on it, receive messages on it. Overall, this is turning into a great radio. Again, great audio reports, both sending and receiving on it. Now, I ran it all one afternoon before we left down there on APRS for about 4 hours. Ran it all day the next day, and with it sitting there actively pinging APRS I believe I had it set for every 60 seconds, every minute. Battery life, I got about 12 hours worth of use out of the battery with it sitting there constantly pinging. So you spread out that that APRS, make it ping like every 5 minutes. Get considerably longer battery life on it, but down there using it 440, 2-meter talking around, APRS beaconing every minute. Worked like a champ, no complaints on it. As soon as we get that one problem where I can send messages on APRS, we've got a solid contender for a keep and run radio and for an EDC. Just wanted to drop in, give you a quick update on that. Another firmware update comes out, I'll pop it on there. We'll take a look at it and see what's going on with it. Otherwise, I'm looking out the window right now at a beautiful sunny day, a little breeze blowing. I apologize, a little congested. I spent most of yesterday weed eating and mowing yard. So anyway, hope you get your radios, turn them on, get out and get radioactive. And we'll look forward to talking to you soon. It's KN4MDE 7 3s.